Deconstruct reality. It means looking at things in a different way to understand them better. Imagine you have a toy car and you want to know how it works. Instead of just looking at it and playing with it, you might take it apart to see all the different parts inside that car. That's what it means to deconstruct something. To take it apart and to look at all the different pieces that make it up. Reality is like that toy car. Everything that you see and everything that you experience, like the sky, the trees, the people around you, the things that you do, if you take a close look and break it down into different parts, you will discover the importance of everything and how things are like they are. For example, let's take a look at a tree. It's not just a simple tree. It has a trunk, branches, leaves, roots. When you really dig in, you realize there's a whole lot more happening. The trunk is made up of fibers. Branches have a purposeful pattern. The leaves have tiny little veins that delivers water, and nutrients. And then the roots do way more than just hold the tree in place. They team up with the dirt under the ground to feed little species that live there. So when you deconstruct reality, it reveals how everything fits together, showing complexity. There's connections with everything. It's like peeling back layers to see the real deal. We tend to see reality separated from the whole, and there's always much more happening than just that aspect that we are looking at. If we take a closer look at things and break them down, like the example of the car and the tree, we can learn a lot more about the world and everything in it, including ourselves. We develop what I call a holographic thinking. When we deconstruct reality, we're able to let go of beliefs that hold superficial judgments and negative assumptions about life situations or people. Our preconceived ideas can limit our ability to see things as they truly are. If we hold a belief about someone in our core, it can be very difficult to change that belief even in face of new evidence or experiences. Yes? Let me give you an example. I used to hold some serious resentment towards my mother. The way that she treats people, her bitter attitude really got to me. But then I stumbled into this method of deconstructing reality, and it opened my eyes to a whole new perspective. I decided to dig deeper and to investigate aspects of my mother's life that I had never paid attention before. And guess what? I discovered some pretty mind-blowing stuff about her. It turns out that my mother had a really tough upbringing. She was the only girl in a family of 5 brothers, and that must have been really isolating for her. Not only that, but she faced separation from my father, not even divorce, was separation in those days. And then she had a ton of prejudice and judgment for failing her marriage. Back in the 60s, in my Catholic country of Brazil, that was a big deal. Society basically pushed her away and made her feel like she was an outcast. I can even imagine what that must have been like for her. So, all these experiences that she went through and all the pain and rejection that she felt took a toll on her. And now I see just an aspect of her behavior being bitter as a bad thing, and I judge that, but it's a consequence of her not receiving love and acceptance that she deserved. It's crazy how much our past experiences shape who we are. And once I understood where my mom was coming from, it was like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I no longer had to judge her. Instead, I start to empathize with her, releasing that resentment, okay, and deconstructing reality. Okay, I was able to understand the reasons behind her actions. So it's not about justifying what she does if it's a bad thing. It's just about seeing her as a whole new person with her own struggles and pain. So this realization has helped me build a better relationship with my mother. Instead of harboring anger, I've learned to approach her with compassion and understanding. And hey, it's not always easy, but it's made a world of difference. We feel better when we interpret things better. So deconstructing reality means delving into the entire situation, past, present, circumstances, and understanding the factors that shape them. Okay? It's very powerful for personal growth. Let me tell you another example that you might relate. Perhaps you experience being stuck in a job that you don't like, or the same with relationships, right? So deep down, you know you're craving something more and you feel frustrated. Relate to that? Okay, so here's how you can deconstruct reality within any of these situations. It's like take a step back and examine the parts of the whole thing. What's really going on? Think about the experiences in the past. What led you to take that job or that relationship? What led you to become unsatisfied? In relation to job, you can say, is this fulfilling for me in relation to money? Or am I just kind of following a norm here, doing what I was told to do? Do I consider my passions? Am I in pursuit of the success that doesn't mean anything to me? So that's how you deconstruct that reality. You dig deep within the real you, the reasons why you are there. It's a self-inquiry process. Why did you end up in this job? Why did you end up in this relationship? So you can think about, perhaps there's something that gets me excited in there that keeps me connected with that job, or perhaps not. Or perhaps I could think about something else that I really like to do that's related to a hobby that I love. So you kind of look at your life in the holographic spectrum, and perhaps you'll find out that you can make a change, and it's time to break free from the mold and align your career with your true passions, or break free from a relationship that's not working. Perhaps you realize that you should go back to school and learn something new and take a leap of faith and start your own business. The point is to find a path that truly resonates with who you are. And this is only possible when you deconstruct reality, what you're seeing. When you look at reality and you just look at it, you are blocked. By deconstructing reality, you take control and you discover things. Sure, it might take time and a bit of trial and error, but trust me, it's worth it. Take a good hard look at your reality. And here are some steps that can help you start deconstructing your reality. You're going to start by asking questions. What assumptions are you having about people and situations in your life? Consider different perspectives, different stories. Adopt the holographic mindset and look for the whole picture. Take a closer look at things around you and try to see them in a new light. Remember, deconstructing reality is not about dwelling in the past. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself by examining different phases of your life that brought you to these events. By doing so, you can appreciate your life more and develop self-compassion. Understand how your past influences your present actions, provides clarity for your future, allowing you to navigate life with a clear vision. It's a journey of self-discovery that focuses in unveiling complexities of your life and embracing your unique identity. So now tell me, why do you do what you do? Why do you react to things that you do? Now I want you to write down in the comments below your questions. How did you digest this information and how you're going to apply this in your life? Okay?